How often should you wash your hair? This is a topic that's been coming up more often, especially since I'm getting a lot of new viewers on my channel, so I want to address the issue. So basically, I have the rule of thumb that says if your hair feels dirty, if it smells, if you're very sweaty and your scalp is really oily, then wash your hair. Naturally the hair produces its own oil. The scalp produces an oil called sebum, which when you shampoo your hair, the shampoo is an emulsifier that traps the dirt, the oils, or excess elements that are built up in the hair, and then when you rinse it, it removes all those impurities from the hair. So everyone's scalp naturally produces this oil. The problem is if you sweat all the time, if you are hyperactive, again with the sweating, or if you just have like maybe finer hair, right? Sometimes the hair has a tendency to get oilier, more oily because of the product buildup and because of the elements. So therefore the hair gets dirtier much quicker, which means it needs to be washed more often. So there's a number of things you have to think about when it comes to shampoos and different options that are out there. Generally, people with thicker hair types don't have to wash their hair as often because the hair is so dense and it's so thick that there's so much room for those impurities or dirt or sweat to kind of sit in the hair without it really getting down to the scalp or affecting the scalp. Whereas, as I mentioned, with finer hair, because it's less dense, or thinner hair, it's easier to kind of get that buildup much quicker. 2 to 3 days usually is a average or good time frame to wash your hair. If you want to go longer, you can. A great option that I suggest for people that have kind of finer hair or thin hair and that get very sweaty and oily, the scalp is just, it doesn't feel the greatest, but you don't want to wash your hair, that's what dry shampoo is for. I have a product called Dust, which is a dry shampoo. Also, hair powders like my product Talc is a great styling product because it helps soak up those impurities and the dirt and oil and stuff like that, and it kind of takes that away from your hair so it's not, it doesn't look like it's dirty. That's what the whole dry shampoo thing is. So maybe you wash it every 2 days, or you wash it on the second day, and then for 2 more days, you maybe hit it with dry shampoo for 1 or 2 more days so you can kind of extend it. Or go even longer. Maybe wash your hair once a week or twice a week and use dry shampoo the rest. It really comes down to how your hair feels. Now, if you wash your hair too often, you could actually have the opposite effect where you're stripping the hair or the scalp of its natural oils, therefore you're getting a dry scalp. And then you may get some sort of irritation, your scalp may become itchy or red or whatever, so you have to really be careful. That's why with certain shampoos, especially the ones that I have, like my Pure Set or the Hemp Set, not only do they help maintain and keep the natural oils intact, it's really designed to have your hair grow thicker. It's designed to have an impact on your scalp, meaning providing a healthier scalp. And also, it helps remove and strip out the impurities from the hair while not affecting the natural state of the scalp. It's actually designed to more heal the scalp, moisturize it, but not in the way that's making it too oily. If you're using a harsh shampoo, something you may buy at the drugstore, something that costs $3 or $4, if you look at some of the ingredients, sometimes they are a bit more harsh on the hair and could cause your hair to be a bit more dry. If you've got frizzy hair, if you've got super dry hair, what you can do is I recommend a hair mask. I have a hair mask, I have 2 of them, and they're called Carbon. One is intense for really, really thick, coarse, damaged, dry hair, overprocessed hair that really needs that love, something that you really want to help tame the hair a bit. Carbon Intense is great, and then the regular Carbon mask is good for your kind of everyday hair type, normal, fine hair, even thick hair, but it's in pretty good condition. I suggest doing a hair mask once or maybe even twice a week, but once a week, and leave it in for about 20 minutes. And that really will help with the condition of your hair and also on the scalp as well. The Carbon masks contain activated charcoal, which actually helps remove the impurities from the hair, which is awesome. That's one of the great things about the activated charcoal. So that's a great option. You could also rinse your hair and then condition it every like 2 days or 3 days, you know? If you have fine hair though, if you've got thin hair and you're looking to get more volume, you don't want to over condition your hair, because what may happen is it'll be too soft and too flat. And I've done videos on this. Sometimes just a shampoo is fine, especially for fine hair people, you know, or thin hair. You want to get that volume and maintain it. Using a conditioner could actually weigh it down. The shampoos that I have, they are very conditioning. Sometimes you can just use that. So if your hair is, you know, in pretty good state as it is, or if it's on the finer side, you know, you don't need to condition all the time so you're able to get that volume in your hair. I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying, oh, I wash my hair, I condition it, but it's got no volume, it just lays flat all the time. Probably because you're over conditioning it. So try just using a shampoo. So it really comes down to experimenting. You know, I say if your hair feels dirty, if it's grimy, if it's smelly, if it's sweaty, then wash it. Who wants to smell that? No one wants to be around that. So, you know, do what's best for your own scalp and your own hair. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with a Salon Guy.